Oh, what's up, everyone? I'd say it's been a long old time since I've been streaming, but I did it most of this weekend. But I hope you're all well. One second. Let's find soundtrack. Chugga chugga. That's right, I have to switch my speakers. Well done, Samuel. Weird. Whatever. Anyway. So yeah, today we're gonna plug in like maybe the last hour of this Me, My Brain and I commission. The client's a very good friend of mine, and she's going to be starting up a new blog, and she requires a logo. So that's what we're going to do. So currently, we're basically in the final stages of this commission. So what it is basically this logo, this lovely writing. The only thing we've got to do is just make some final adjustments to the actual components of the logo itself. But I'm still not sure about this line here. I think what we need to do is just... I'm going to bring this down just a little bit, and then probably just bring that up just a little more, just to get some balance in the image. So I don't want too much white space everywhere. Or I'll try and keep it relatively equal, if you know what I mean. So in fact, what that probably means is I'll probably need to move that there a bit. Oops. Probably need to move that there, about there. And the cool thing about this logo is it's relatively simple, so if we want to make quick changes, we can literally just plug it in here and then it's all good to go. Where's that path? I wonder if there's a way of automatically getting rid of this, like, this cut here. Because if we want to, what we've got to do, the usual way that I would do it is just by expanding it, and then after I've expanded the appearance, I'll actually clip it. I'll clip the angle here. Like, it'll make sense when I show you, but I just want to make sure that, because I think, in my opinion, there's a bit too much white space here and not enough just here. So I'm going to basically just move that down a bit and just make the most minor adjustments. Actually, yeah, let me quickly check my notes one more time just before we get started, just to see if there was anything else specified. The other cool thing is, the client also specified they wanted to do something really cool with the gradient on the website that's going on, and that's animating the gradient, which sounds fabulous now that I think about it. Wait a second, let's find Facebook to get those deets. To get the deets. There we are. Let's open up that messenger. I'm not going to be on here for too long because I've got to bounce and get into a Zoom call with the family. It's my father's birthday today, and I have made a birthday present for him. Now, when I say made a birthday present for him, I don't mean like fucking spaghetti Pritt sticks to paper with glitter and saying, "I love you, Dad," with an L-U-V. It's, I made him a surprise, and I highly doubt he's watching my live stream right now. I really hope he's not. What's up, Lenny? What's cracking, player? Mate, you should have been there over the weekend. We had a sort of good time at the game jam. It was okay, but don't feel bad. I know you had, you were doing stuff, so it's all good. But we should definitely do the next one. Definitely do the next one. I'll get Nathan on board. Make sure he's there next time. I've also got another guy who's a good coder as well. I'm doing good, thank you. I had the day, so it was my birthday last Friday, so I had that day off, and I did a bit of art commissions, and then Friday at 5 or 6 we actually started the game jam, and most of Saturday and Sunday was doing game jam stuff, although I did make time to go and meet up with Lucia Sunday evening just to go for a walk in the park, all socially distanced. Working on today sounds good. Blah blah blah. Oh, hang on a second. Each not TVs, not streams, tasks. So yeah, where were we? A bird called Lucia told me the game was a goatee. Why? The game of the year. Yeah, 100% it was. 100% it was. Yeah. I put it this way. I had fun. I got some hours. Is me turning off preemptively? First off, here's a little generator that shows you a gradient. You'll probably tell me if I spend too much time on the actual website. That's awesome. Sorry, I'm just reading someone's message on Facebook. Anyway, right, so we are in the process of finalizing someone's logo, which I've done here. And here is all of this is like the sort of the story of the whole project. It's actually, I kind of like this flow. Anyway, right, but it's a logo for someone's really cool wellness, healthcare, self-care blog. So I got the brief and got the notes and thinking of keywords, made a few sketches. I came across this idea of like crashing waves, and it's sort of like the waves, the crashing waves in your mind. And as we get lower and lower, those waves just start to chill out. You know what I mean? Oh, I saw this graphic somewhere. But yeah, so we made some sketches, presented these to the client, and she liked the waves. I think she liked the brain and the book idea, but we settled on the waves. And it was relatively simple to make. What I did, what is that about? What is that about? Like what bit? Which bit do you want to know about? But yeah, so made some sketches. This is actually made slamming a bunch of circles together, which is a bit of a popular thing with graphic designers at the moment. And then we just put in some very simple lines here. I like it here, but there's just a bit too much white space here and not really enough there. But I kind of like it at the same time because it's got that sort of like rough waves, and then it just slowly mellows out. Anyway, so we did some tests, and I sent all these off to the client. And she liked the circle idea more. She loves the gradient, and this was the colors that she provided. So now we're here, and the client asked if I could mellow out the wave a bit. So what I've done is I've actually like sort of put more of a curve into it, so it looks a bit more like a wave rather than a shark's fin. Do you know what I mean? But it's relatively simple to. Is it simple to make? I mean, if you're a graphic designer, is it simple to make? It's a bit of a tricky question, but like, if you know what you're doing, then yeah. But like, that's the trick. You know what I mean? It's easy when you know how, but you know, knowing how is the tricky part. Put it that way. But anyway, so do I like where these lines are going? I just want to make. I'm literally just making the most delicate of adjustments here before we go to, not go to print, but like go to submit. You know, so I can literally just make just the slightest changes, but like these slightest changes, like it's not they make or break the artwork, but they just add that cherry on top. Do you know what I mean? About the sketches, I can see some HUD icons. HUD icon. Actually, do you know what? I saw this and I thought, oh crap, that's the thing that you put inside the toilets. You know, those things that freshen the toilet bowl and you like clip it to the side. I looked at that, I was just like, have I seen that somewhere before? And I swear that's like the sort of the gel thing you stick inside the loo. But anyway, HUD icons. Health. I don't know, but yeah, so it's just a couple of pages. All right, let's quickly get back to this. I'm gonna take this, but what I'm gonna do, do you know what, hang on, let's make a no, There we go. So we'll do here. And we'll do there. Because we're going to do two things. One is we're going to do one with a linear gradient. Happy Lucia had good fun with it. Well, she made some really good art, some really good music compositions, but the problem was the guy who was the programmer, he kind of failed to actually put any of our work into the final game. He literally just submitted all of the stuff with most of his coding, and I was just like, ugh. I don't know if he's finished it and like re-uploaded it with all of our work in. I haven't checked just yet, but I will. But Lucia wasn't particularly impressed, but you know. Oh, hang on. So, but apart from that, yeah, we had a great time. But you know, I went over there with some of my leftover birthday cake, and she cheered up right away. Yeah, we found another Brazilian. I don't understand like our luck. I was just like, oh, cool. How about that? Hang on, where's that one? Oh, hang on, just before I go fucking crazy here. Okay, so that should be idea 9. Oh wait, that's idea 9, so that means that's 10. I'm so glad. I'm so glad it made the separate folders, because otherwise I'd be hella confused. Where's the original? Okay, don't need that now. That's the original sharp. That's the original curve. So now, oops, now I'm going to copy that. Put it in there. And then what eventually we're going to do is remake this, remake this the way it's made here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to change the gradients. Drink water, buddy, do not forget. Water's right here, man. I'm glad you're here, Linny. I could have drowned. Not drowned, I could have died of thirst. Right, but anyway. Original curve. Let's make original curve. That's, yeah. Okay. White paths. We'll make that. So now what you can do. Wait, first thing we've got to do. First of all, are we happy with that? We are. It's just the most minor things to change. Like if we could just, if we put that there a bit. Maybe drop that down just a couple of smidges. The thing we got to remember is like, in fact, can we make that clipping mask now? Let's try it. Alright, so now what we'll do is do that plus that. Actually, make that see-through. So now let's do this. This I had a little way just to preview it without having to actually commit any major changes. What do you think, Lenny? I think we literally all that needs doing now is just like minor changes. I think we're basically there. It's just a question of like changing the odd bit and bob, tit for tat, yin and yang. Yeah. Oh, bastard. Looks like a Greek symbol. Like, which Greek symbol were you thinking? Thinking in a wave. Oh, right, I see what you mean, yeah. Yeah, so again, literally I'm just making the most minor changes. I think. Whoops. Oh, you bastard. Let's put it here. Let's put it about there. And in fact, now we can remove that because it's outside of the area now. I don't, that's a bit of a sharp, like I'm trying to make this almost all entirely. I don't want any sharp curves or any sort of like here and here. I don't want those, but I'm going to get rid of them after I expand them. You'll see in a minute. Just trust me. Like the colors blue and white is very good. It's a passive. It's, well, what's going to happen is I'm actually going to turn these blue curves and they're going to become this gradient here, but you'll see in just a second. I just want to get these paths just right. I'm going to add a bit of a curve here. How dare you thwart me? How about there? Yes. Yes. And then, whoops. Just about there. Yeah. I think we'll do this path as well, just a little bit. Just want to make some even space. I think, yeah, let's just make sure we don't have too much white space anywhere. Not too much, not too little. That's the aim of the game here. You know what I'm trying to say? So there a bit, and then we'll move that up just a little bit more, and then if we the only thing is the only problem is like, oh wait, if we, how about if we just do that? No, we have got to do about that bit. Mate, I wish I was on something right now because this music would be trippy as hell. It'd be brilliant. But, you know, having said that, stay in school, kids. But yeah, I've got to do a gradient. So it's going to look a bit like that. Do you know what? I'm going to lift this up just a little bit. This bit here. Because what I want is, whoops, is I really, really, really want the eye to be led. So, like, I want the person to see the circle without seeing the top half. And I thought if I can just get that this bit just a little bit higher, like up here, I thought that would just help just a wee bit. So, put that and that. Yeah. But again, I don't want too much white space anyway. So if you do that, it means you've got to change that just a little bit. Yeah. I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll move that down a bit, but then we'll move the curve up because I still want I still want it to be obvious that it's transitioning from really like a really wet, like a ferocious wave, and then sort of to the bottom it just sort of mellows out just a little bit. See what I mean? Like it's not difficult. It's difficult getting it perfect. That's right. That's the trick here. And there's all kinds of other things we can do. So you know, we can also, so that path stroke is on, it should be 70, and then that should be 60, but we can take it down to 50, and then we can make the next one, say, we can make the next one 40, but I like the current arrangement. So that was 50. This should be 60, I think. So put that back to where it was. Ah. Here we go. Maybe we can. Nah, let's. Yeah. Yeah. Now let's make it just a little bit higher here. Just a little bit. Again, the problem is I don't want too much or too little white anyway, but I do like that. Just don't like that white space, so maybe the actual trick is to just move this up instead. Look at this. The green is very good. What you got there, Linny? I like that. I just don't like that. So we're going to move that up. What time is it for me? It is literally 5 o'clock on the dot. It's just hit 5 o'clock. Why, what's up? You got breaking news for me? Yeah. Just. Yeah. Okay, cool. I think we're ready. I think this is the one. No, it's because I always forgot the difference is 3 or 4 hours from here. Yeah, that's fine. Right, okay, so now what we do is we take all of the paths here. Ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. And then we'll do object. Expand. It'll give us a fill. I don't think we want a stroke. Ah, wait, no. We do want that. Expand. There we go. That's what we want. Right, so now, first of all, we get rid of this mask. Now we'll do this, which is shape building, I think it's called. Is it called shape builder? Yep, shape builder. Ooh, look at me knowing fucking words. There we are. Right, now what we do is we take all of these, we create shape builds out of this. And I think we can actually just kill those there. And now what happens, I can select all of them and just make them all white. There we are. And now we'll group those together. We'll get rid of these paths here. There we are. And now we can grab this. Knew that was going to work. It would have been far too easy. I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll try and grab. Hang on. Image. Why are there two gradients? Hang on. We'll keep that there actually because I could demonstrate something then. That's so. Test. Now, if I'm going to try this. I'm actually going to try. What happens if I expand the appearance here? Object. Is it going to keep that information? Wait a minute. I don't even know why I've got two. I've got a clipping mask inside the clipping mask. I don't know why. What happens if I expand this? Object. Expand? No, let me do it. Ellipse. It's still a clipping mask. I can't commit it though. Like, I want this to be an ellipse. Can I just do that? Hold the phone. Oh, dead. 7. Now this ellipse, can I literally just fill eye? No. Why can't it do that? In fact, why don't they just make it black for fuck's sake? Oh, it's literally. Oh, it doesn't copy the style. What if I turn it into a swatch? Can I create a swatch from this? No, hang on. Non-native art. No. Library. What if I add it to my library? Does this work? Non-spatial art. Can we add it? Add. Fill color. No. Damn it. No, okay. So the only way I could do it is by manually putting the points again. Which, do you know what? Screw it. We might as well. Ellipse and native art. Let's fill it first. There we go. Edit gradient. It's points. And it's sort of got the right idea now already. Swatches. That's right. I can literally just grab that, put it there. Those two were the blue, which is here and here. We can grab that, and that's the lighter green, or that sort of green. But we'll pull that. No. Put it there. Maybe that's it. That's the sort of lilac, and then there was a grayish color about here. It wasn't too much though. Maybe if I grow it, so it emulates it a bit. Let's edit this gradient. I'll do me a favor. Wait a second, what? Was that because it was expanded? I don't understand. Well, anyway, it's almost got it. It's almost emulated it. That's... Or was it not that? Was it just that all along? I think it might have just been that all along. Okay. Anyway, let's run it. So that's... That is not to be deleted. So now, this actually is a bit better because it's a bit simpler. Like, and simplicity is key. All right, so what we have to do now is make sure this and the groups are all perfectly aligned. There we are. Look at that. That's proper lush, that is. So that's not the original. That's called logo. Very nice. Very nice indeed. What we will do though is let's edit the gradient of that just a little bit. Gonna move it there instead. Yeah, I like that better. For some reason it's more legible this way. No, it's because yeah. So okay. Now that this has been expanded, here's that special thing I told you about. Now we can do this. Do that. There. Not too much, not too little. Do that about there. There, what do we think? It's much better than it was before. Is it enough though? There we are. That's nice, I quite like that. Right, now what we're going to do here is grab this stuff. Right, then we're going to grab that. No, we're going to grab... That's the text. Logo. We're going to grab the logo. Actually, yeah, we could get rid of that too. What the fuck is that? And you? Hair shaft. Right, now if we get logo, we can grab that, move that to the center here. We'll move that logo down to number 11. Oops, logo. No, wait. Do you know what? Actually, let's put the ellipse inside there, but then put the paths above it. So it's all named correctly now. Okay, logo. Okay. Logo. Then test. In fact, we'll freeze that. So when I select logo, it's just that bit. And then we'll move that. That's all fine. We'll move the text. Center align that. That's all fine. Right, what we're going to do here though is instead of having the point gradient like we did on the first one, started doing this shit to me now. I hate it when it does that. Illustrator just changed it. It changes its mind between grubby zoom and fucking marquee selection zoom. Guess my tits it does. Right now, with this one, fuck, I don't know. What we'll do is do we want to create a square gradient? No, we don't. This is just for a demonstration anyway. All right, so on the test, clip group. Still don't see why there's a clip group there. That's not the same, is it? All right, so I'm actually going to have to remove this. And then we're going to have to grab that and then move this down as well. In fact, we're probably going to have to do that for that too. Ellipse. Logo. Move that there. Move the test. There. Now what we'll do is we'll change that gradient to linear. We'll make the direction... Oh, I don't know. About that. Okay, so this color is going to be there. This color will be about, let's make it 20%. I mean, there's 5 colors, isn't there? Make that color. Add another one. Make that 40. And we'll make that color. That'll be 60, I think. We'll make that this color, and then that. Make that 80. We'll make that this color. Right, that's not work for some reason. But basically, if we move that there, we'll move. There we are. We'll make that about 50. Maybe we just make this 25. Make what the fuck? 50? That will equal? I suppose it is, but the problem is that just Illustrator or the RGB system just doesn't like how that's made. It just doesn't like that transition, does it? If you give it enough space, it does, though. Maybe if we just move it all along just a wee bit. I think it's to do with the number of colours that we've got. We just haven't got enough colours to fill in that stuff there, so it starts fucking up a bit. Let's put that. Oops. Let's pull that along. Ah, fuck you. No. We could also just remove that colour. That just might do the ticket. Gotta remember, a lot of this is actually going to be covered up by white anyway. So that's a linear gradient now. Let's try that in there. I think if I've done this right, I can literally just do that. And then I could just sample that. Yeah! Look at that. What's that? Minus 50, so we'll make that minus 52. That's quite nice. I tell you what, let's actually make that minus. Let's make that minus 60. Yeah, minus 70. Okay, good. We'll make that minus 72. Or minus 70 as well. Not minus 72. Just minus 72. Okay. Right, the last thing to do is there's not enough green in there, and that's just because of the way that the white is set up. So we're going to pull this down a little bit, I think. Oop. Let's pull this in. See, right about there, you can just tell, but it's only if you're really looking, though. So maybe if I pull that along, that up. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that. Isn't that a lovely bit of floor? I'm gonna send that to my sister. I think she's gonna love it. It's really nice. In fact, I'm going to try and do the same with the text. I'm making two sort of different versions, one with this point gradient and one with this linear gradient, just so there's the client and then there's also the developer of the actual site, and I'm working together with both of them just to mess about and see what kind of thing we can make. Alright, so I like this, but I think that gets just a little bit too... I think in this case, I think I'll drag this over just a bit more. Yeah, that's better. Oop. A bit less. Yeah, that's nice. And then as it goes for me, my meh. Yeah, it works. That's cool. All right, so let's send this off to the client for approval. See what she thinks. Here we are. Do you know what? I think we'll pull that. I think we'll pull that out just a little bit more. There we are. Okay, there we are. Right. I'm actually gonna have to scoot now because I'm pretty sure I've got to put some stuff in the microwave, and I'm really fucking worried that I'm gonna run out of time. But so we're gonna finish up here. We were not live for just 20 minutes. Don't tell me that was that quick. No, 40 minutes. Okay. All right. Well, thank you all for coming, and I'll definitely be streaming later on this week. I was a little bit bad last week. I didn't stream anything. I was just too tired. But have no fear. I shall be streaming again normally this week. My schedule currently, I think it's Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. I think. Because what I do is I do running Monday. What I'm supposed to do is running Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. But yeah, anyway. But yeah, thanks for coming. Thanks for all the love and support. If you liked what you saw, give me a follow because it feeds me. No, it doesn't. But I need to figure out like a sort of not a hip way of saying please follow me. Maybe I should be like, please follow me. But I don't think I will. Like, no, I'll tell you what I'll do. Please follow the JS channel. That's awesome. It's deliciously silly. Right, okay. Thanks, everyone. Catch you later. If you've got spare time, no, I'm not going to say if you've got spare time, just hit the follow button. If you like it, follow it so you can see some more. That's the trick. All right. Catch you guys later. Take care.